I'm attempting to platinum every single Resident Evil before the release of Resident Evil Requiem. I've gotten 2 of the bunch down, leading me to platinum.
Resident Evil 3.
Released on September 22nd, 1999, and developed by Capcom, getting remade on April 3rd, 2020. Resident Evil 3 takes place during the events of Resident Evil 2, and this remake launched with somewhat mixed reviews, but nonetheless, I will be platinuming it. The game opens on some B-roll showing off the infected streets of Raccoon City and good old Umbrella propaganda. After this, we wake up as Jill Valentine and go to the bathroom, and we look into the mirror, and she begins to slowly turn into a zombie and attempts to quickly end her life before her new zombified one takes over. But no worries, because that was just a nightmare, since this is 3 months after the events of the Spencer Mansion incident. From her skin, she hears the phone ring, and it is Brad telling her to quickly escape her apartment and meet with him. Oh yeah, I remember that guy from the helicopter from the first game. Oh shit! So yeah, this big ass dude just busts through our wall and attacks us. She quickly gets the hell out of her fiery apartment and meets up with Brad. Her and Brad look around Raccoon City and see it is filled with zombies. As they try to escape, Brad gets caught and gets bitten. This doesn't stop Jill though, as she keeps running through the city as the helicopter tells her to get to the rooftop to evacuate. He finally gets to the helicopter and we get the hell. Oh shit!
Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
We opt to push this thing off the rooftop with a car, and the monster is about to finish Jill off until the random nigga with a rocket launcher stops the creature and helps Jill escape the thing popping this trophy. Before following this guy, I turned around and grabbed this collectible, Hello Charlie, and of course they're just scattered throughout the entire game. He tells Jill that his name is Carlos and he belongs to the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service, and she is instantly against it because of the events from the Spencer Mansion. But Carlos asks for her help with civilian survivors in the subway station, and she gives in. Jill meets the platoon leader, Malachi Victor, and he asks her to help get the train system moving to evacuate the civilians. We head up to the surface and grab a couple trophies. I got Basic Chemistry, Gunsmith, and Get Organized. Another UBCS member heavily injured, but he tells us he's not bitten, but it's not like it matters because another UBCS member comes in and shoots him dead on the spot. Yeah, he immediately tells us to man up and just leaves. Yeah, alright bro. After this, we get to the power side and it is infected with these virus spiders, and we get a parasite down the jugular.
This game, the movement's really slow. Oh!
Jill cures it and gets the power back on. After this, the creature shows up again and he is not happy. We get the fuck out of there and make it to the traffic control room, where we have to do a classic complex Resident Evil style puzzle I'm just kidding. There are no hard puzzles in this game. I love cut content. During this intermission or whatever, I got the Power Stone trophy. We turn the controls back on and we have to make it to the train without getting curb stomped, and boy was that a challenge.
Okay. He thought he could get me right there. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh, let me go into Toy Uncle. I need toy. I died. Are you out of your mind?
The creature breaks into the subway and Jill decides to use herself as bait as the train takes off. She quickly runs into a sewer system to escape the thing, but the creature does the unthinkable and goes around and catches her and ups the pole on her ass. We do more running and run into a construction zone, and he does the same fucking thing. Now we have to fight this staged mini boss.
How did I not die? He hit me with a full-on tyrant move, and I didn't die. Why am I fate? Did you see that?
We just shoot the gas tank and it explodes, giving us more time to, you guessed it, run around. We're running around like a damn dog with zoomies. As we run around again, the creature finds us again, and he has a new weapon again! And what's the weapon, you may ask? Well, of course, it's just a rocket launcher. Yeah, something casual, something chill. We run again until Carlos stuns him, and we are finally able to get to the train station once more. Carlos tells us that he is on a side quest and he has to locate this man named Nathaniel Barr. Jill, Victor, the guy from earlier who killed the guy, and Nikolai get on the train, and Victor accuses Nikolai of intentionally getting his platoon killed. Before he can find out the truth, Nemesis is back, and he explodes the civilian carriage, killing everybody on the damn train. Nikolai saves himself and locks Jill and Victor in the train with Nemesis. Nemesis quickly attempts to make quick work of Victor, but he calls him a shitbird and uses a bomb to explode and detach the trains from one another. While all this is going on, Carlos and Tyrell are at the Raccoon Police Department, and at the entrance, we find Marvin Branna and a zombified Brad Victor. Brad bites Marvin, and we have to put Brad down for good. Now Carlos and Tyrell enter RPD, and Carlos goes to the STARS office, and there he gets a call from Nathaniel Bard. Nathaniel says he needs rescuing since he is trapped in a hospital and surrounded by zombies, and he mentions that Umbrella are killing former employees. William Birkin. Carlos also gets a call from Jill, and she tells us everything about the train and Nikolai, and he dips to go save Bard and Jill. While walking through the city as Jill, we get the 2-for-1 deal trophy and sees the creature on fire fall into the water.
Bitch can't even swim.
He immediately comes back looking completely different than before, and now Jill has to fight this rabid-ass biohazard. After the fight, she cuts off one of his limbs and tries to escape, but he quickly infects her, and she passes out. And then Nikolai walks from the shadows, grinning. About 12 hours later, Carlos finds Jill unconscious and takes her to the hospital in hopes to have Nathaniel Bard aid her and cure her of the virus. He lays her down and goes to find Bard, but once he does, we find him dead. Carlos reads his final message and reveals that he has an antidote for the virus, and Carlos grabs it and gives it to Jill.
I just had the vaccine.
Let's go.
After that, we have to take down a bunch of zombies and we get this trophy. While she's resting, Tyrell informs Carlos that there will be a missile strike on Raccoon City. Carlos goes underground to get vaccines to stop the government from blowing the city to smithereens. Jill wakes up and Tyrell tells her about Carlos's mission, and the two go underground together. And then Tyrell fucking dies. After that, I got RE Master of Unlock, Kendo's Armory, and the Pursuer. Jill gets a vaccine made until the creature shows up again and restrains her. She escapes Nemesis and runs into Nikolai, and later on he takes the vaccine and tells her to fight the creature for combat data. She does just that and leaves the creature in acid and goes after Nikolai, popping us this trophy. We find Nikolai, but we are interrupted once again by the relentless Nemesis. But this time we finally take him down for good.
Fuck you up. Take the fucking hit!
We get to the rooftop and we find Carlos and Nikolai in a tussle, and then we shoot Nikolai. While all this is going on, this missiles sit to decimate Raccoon City are launched, and Jill takes the vaccine and tells herself that the thing that led to the downfall of Raccoon City wasn't the virus, but human greed. And the ashes of the city will be the ashes on the company Umbrella.
Adios, nuclear reactor!
If you guys been keeping up with the series, then I'm sure you guys know what comes next, and that'll be cleanup. So anyways, I just got to speedrun the game on the hardest difficulty while also grabbing every collectible since I missed a few.
Is Nemesis near me? Oh my god, he's right there.
Nemesis?
And just like Resident Evil 2, I bought the weapon pack, and again, especially here, I do not give an ounce of a fuck. Anyways, during this playthrough, I got Nemesis down, Bookworm, Veteran, Sensational Work, Survivor, Sprinter, Goodbye Charlie, Electric Slide, I Might Need These Later, Conqueror, Dominator, Jill Valentine, and So Long, Raccoon City. And that's literally it.
It's right here.
Raccoon City.
Here.
Bye-bye!
Raccoon City.
Bye-bye!
Look, fuck this. I'm sorry, but this game low-key stinks. High-key stinks. First of all, there is so much cut content in this game. Around 50% of the game's original material didn't make the final cut. And you can tell when you realize you could beat this entire story mode in around 3 hours. Also, know that this game was full price at around $60 when it first came out. And the story mode is 3 fucking hours long. Oh, and this game has almost no replayability. And I say almost because, well, duh, I had to replay the game for the trophies. Also, this game just isn't, it isn't scary. Nemesis used to literally pop out of windows when you least expect it, but now he has been reduced into a monster and just very staged spawn points and obligated boss battles. The only thing keeping this game together for real is honestly the connections between Resident Evil 2. But even when you go back to the Raccoon Police Department, there are obvious and notable differences that are just quite jarring. But you know, I'll take Capcom's dick out of my mouth and let them have a little leeway, since this game was rushed during Corona. So I'll let them have it, I guess. Actually, I don't give a fuck! 5 out of 10 trophies. I'm done.
I just had to